Hello guys, we are going to correct the last exercises about CPI. Let's start with exercise number 7 here. In a country, the price level is multiplied by 3 during a certain period. Compute the percentage change of the purchasing power of money, IPPM, during the same period. And compute the percentage change of the purchasing power of money if price level increased by 7 or decreased by 15%. So let's start with question A. It's better if you draw a small table, period 1 and 2. The CPI is first year is always equal to 100, and we know that the price level was multiplied by 3, so just multiply by 3 and you find the new CPI of the second period, which is equal to 300. And we talk about the purchasing power of money. It's also the IPPM, index of purchasing power of money. First year always equal to 100, and the question is, what is this value? So it's easy to get X. Its IPPM is equal to 100 over CPI times 100. So 100 over CPI, which is 300, times 100, and you will get 33.3%. 33, no, it's not percent, sorry. It's a value, and it's an index, so not a percentage. So 33.3, and the question is percentage change, or the purchasing power. So you can use the formula arrival minus departure with departure times 100, but in that case it's easy. You will find minus 66.6%. The difference between the two numbers. That's question A. Question B, compute the percentage change if you have a price level that has increased by 7%. So first B1 is period 1, 2, the CPI is 100 first year, IPPM also is equal to 100, and we know that the price level has increased by 7% plus 7%, so the new CPI is equal to 107, and the question is calculate Y, the value of IPPM. So there Y is equal to IPPM 100 over CPI times 100, so 100 over 107 times 100, and it's equal to 93.46. 93.46, and the question is percentage change. Arrival minus departure over departure, okay, times 100, you know this, or you just calculate the difference between 100 and 93, it's minus 54%, minus 0.6%. Question 2, period 1, 2, the CPI. It's always the same case, so CPI is equal to 100, IPPM to 100, and in that case it's written that we are losing deflation by 15%, so minus 15%. So new CPI is equal to 85, and the question is to calculate Z, the value of the IPPM. So Z is IPPM over, it's 100 over CPI, j'arriverai. Sorry, IPPM is equal to 100 over CPI times 100, so 100 over CPI 85 times 100, and you will have 117.65. This is the value here. So, question is percentage change. The difference between these two numbers is plus 17.65%. And you get it. That was for question 7, and now question 8, if you have time. Oh yes, no problem. Question 8. So, the last exercise: in a certain country, the purchasing power of money has decreased by 30% from year n to n plus 8. Okay, so 8 years of difference. First question: compute the percentage change of the price level from year n to year n plus 8. So, there you don't have figures, so you are going to invent them. Year n plus 8, the CPI, computed price index, 100, and IPPM is 100. And what we know is that the purchasing power of money, IPPM, is decreasing by by 30%. So minus 30%. Now it's equal to 70. The question is, what is the value of the CPI, price level? So, to get this is to start with the formula. IPPM is equal to 100 over CPI, j'arriverai, sorry, CPI times 100. We know the value of CPI, so 70 is equal to 100 over CPI, what we are looking for, times 100. Shake it, CPI is equal to 142.8. And the question is the percentage change of the CPI. So we goes from 100 to 142, so it's plus 42.8%. Question B. Compute the percentage change of the purchasing power of a worker, which income, purchasing power of income, has increased by 60% from year n to year n plus 8. So, you don't have figures? Okay, just invent. So year n plus 8, the nominal income. Okay, best way is to invent a value of your income at 100, and you see that it's is facing an increase of 60%. So your new income value, nominal income, sorry, is increasing to 160, and the CPI is starting by this, and the question is, there we take this value 142.8 from the first exercise. The question is to calculate the real income of year n. So it's real income, it's nominal income over CPI times 100. So no surprise, the real income is equal to 100, and the real income of your n plus 8, it's nominal income 160 over CPI 142.8 times 100, and you will find 112 francs. So percentage change is equal to 12%. Or you can use arrival minus departure over departure times 100 and you find 12%. And ladies and gentlemen, the last question. X is a commodity which price has changed exactly like the CPI on year n plus 8. One could buy with a certain amount of money, 210 units of X. How many units could one buy with the same amount of money on year n? A rule of 3, so year n plus 8, you had 210 units with a value of the IPPM which is equal to 70. It was this information, check, and you will find how many units you get when your IPPM is equal to 100. Rule of 3, I will write it, 210 times 100 over 70, and you will find 300 units of X. The end, guys. Good luck for your exams and for your future. Bye bye.